All right, tubers, what we got here is my latest project. This truck is a 1949 Chevy 5 window. Originally came as a 1 ton, and it's going, that cab and front clip is going on an S10. Now, the reason I'm making a video, there's lots of videos on how to do that. It's not that tough. But anyway, what I wanted to make the video of, the reason for this video is how to buy a used car. Now, I bought this Chevy S10 from a guy who builds these 5 window trucks for a living. He said, "Oh, this is the truck you gotta have, blah, blah, blah." So I went over to his house and I bought it. And if you look, it's an insurance salvage. If you look at the odometer, it shows 69,035. That little part's missing. It starts and runs just great. It runs fine. It was in an accident, you can see. The bed, I've already pulled the bed off. It's lying over there. It was in some kind of a fender bender crash. Anyway, the odometer shows 69,000 miles. It's a lie. That's not true. Okay? Now, a lot of these cars, if you disconnect the instrument pod, it's only one connector. If you disconnect the instrument pod, you can continue to drive the truck and the miles will not accumulate. I don't know how many miles this vehicle's got on it, and this is not my first rodeo. I should have known. I'm not complaining. The insurance company did not know. The guy that sold it to me probably did not know. But I can tell you, when you look for a car, first thing you look for is the bolster on the seat. If this bolster is broke down like this one, that is not a 69,000 mile car. You don't even have to go any further than looking at the interior. If this area is worn, if this bolster is broke down, this pad's worn out here, it's not a 69, it's not a low miles car at all. You can see the carpet's worn, seat's worn, door panels. Right then I should have stopped. Or not paid what I did. This latch is broken. Okay. Little stuff that'll clue you to this is not a low mileage car. What really got me is when I pulled the bed off and I realized this fuel pump's already been changed once. Notice the aftermarket clamps. Those clamps are not Chevrolet clamps. Okay, that's something somebody put on later. That's not now the rust on the frame may or may not, that's not a good sign. But I'll tell you what is. Look at where the pinion seal is leaking and throwing grease on the gas can. That's high mileage. Look at the muffler rotted out underneath the exit pipe. High mileage. I looked at the motor briefly. Notice the water pump's been changed. And the belt, which is normal. The alternator's been changed once, at least. And when they changed the water pump, they did not use the correct coolant. And now the coolant tank is full of black sludge. That's normal if you mix regular antifreeze with Dexcool. There's no way to tell in here what kind of miles it is, other than just how clean it is. Now, I have a similar vehicle to this. You guys have seen my other videos of the Astrovan. It has almost 200,000. It's much cleaner than this. So, now to be fair, the engine oil is clean, transmission oil is clean. The thing operates perfectly when you put a battery in it, and it should be fine. It should work just great. The problem is how much I had to pay to get this. I paid extra to get the low miles, and it is not low mileage. Okay? So anyway, there's a saying, I don't remember what it is, Creat Emptor. In other words, the buyer beware. And I bought this cash deal, and no going back. And it'll work. It'll be fine. It'll work fine. But just don't, wise to the, don't get excited over buying crap. It's just car parts. I got this truck for a fair price, and if you look online at the horror stories you see, I'm not bad. Now this was all complete. I took the doors and interior out and all that. This cab, in fact, it's ready to come off. It's loose. It's ready to come off. But yeah, this is pretty well rust free. This is going to make for a nice truck. I wanted to use the external patina, but I did not get a bed with the truck, and I don't think I can match it. So probably, this truck originally, when it was brand new, was blue. So I'll probably have to paint the truck, which is sad. This truck is 70 years old. I wanted to keep the original patina because it's not rusted, but I don't think I can. I'm going to have to paint it, I think, which is, I don't want to. I'd like to keep it original, but that's how life is sometimes. Yeah, you can see under the hood is this nice blue color when it was new. All the rest of this is going to the scrap. This frame, engine, transmission, rear end. I'm going to save the cab, front clip, doors, running boards, and the rest of it's going on the trailer and going to the scrap yard, along with this, all the sheet metal here. This cab and interior and all this will go to the scrap. So anyway, pay attention. Don't get excited. Like I said, there's a few things. Really, 60,000 miles, and it's got a new alternator? No. 60,000 miles or 70, and it's got a new water pump? No, that's not true. So there's other things you can look at, but don't get excited over cars. They make these by the millions. If this one won't work, you can find another one to work for you. Don't worry about it. So, nothing special about automobiles. Anyway, Ozark Patriot, I'm out.